Richards trying to curl and does! Oh,
well, the goal was needed, Kelly, but what a...
Carr. Richards off on the chase again. But once more he's got a lot to do. He's got Kelly there to help though. And now Carr coming square. If he's seeing Kelly, didn't see him, now he does. Richards. Kelly with the chance to cross. Hibbett! And it was deflected, was it? Bill McGarry, the Wolves manager, breathing a little more easily now, though in contact with his bench. Gift for Richards! Nattress's mistake and Richards' second goal. Sunderland. And again. Oh, lovely turn. Carr. And suddenly there's an avalanche.
Well, you're on a roll now, Kenny, aren't you?
Parkin. Sunderland. Seems to be plenty of room now. Kelly. Carr. Richards. Well, the last time we came here, he scored a hat-trick.
Osborne going inside. And here's Lambert's a good opportunity. What a ball! What a shot! There's just over 10 minutes left, and Weimar gets that. Woods. Try one of his famous benders. And here's Johnson. It's a goal.
Oakes, Stewart and Keegan in the middle. And it came behind them, but Stewart! Bell. Booth. Keegan. Royal. 2-0. Two goals in a minute. Derby rocked. Stewart. Well done, Stewart. The cross lifted way back here for Royal. Not back across goal for Booth. And 3-0. Power the scorer. Paul Power's first goal for Manchester City. Lee for Rioch. Rioch losing Oakes. Brilliantly done by Corrigan, but he couldn't keep it out. Rioch. Bell. Oakes. Rioch. Rioch shot! When he hits them, there isn't a goalkeeper in the country that can stop those. McFarlane trying to get them back. Rioch has a stab, but it hit Booth. Keegan won it well. And plays it on for Stewart, who's onside because he was in his own half. No, he's just got Mosley to beat. And he's gone round him, and he's shot, and he's missed it. No, it's gone in! Agony! Agony all the way! Newton with the corner. Header away was by Stewart. Nish, McFarland. And it's put in by Todd. defenders were looking at each other.
As we go across to Loftus Road, we pick up the men who've scored late and vital goals for Rangers. David Webb, who did it in front of our cameras in the last home game against Manchester City. Stan Bowles, who scored the winner 10 seconds from the end at Newcastle last week. And for Middlesbrough, John Hickton, a forward now in the back four because manager Jack Charlton suspended John Craggs for one game because of a gesture he made during the game against Norwich. So we come then to this lineup. Rangers at full strength. Dave Clement, a New England cap, is back in the side after a two-match suspension. He takes over from Don Shanks. Mick Leach again is on the substitute bench, a team not beaten in the last 11 games. Great form at the right time. As for Middlesbrough, they've gone off the boil a bit. Now without Craggs, of course, but better news for them was that both David Mills at 8 and Willie Madron at 10 passed morning tests on midweek injuries and are fit to play. Manager Jack Charlton's not here. He's looking for reinforcements elsewhere.
Bowles, number 10. Curling it beautifully there for Ian Gillard. Still with Gillard, and a shot and a good save by Platt. Well, Gillard wiggled his way through there nicely and let go quite a good powerful shot, but Platt saved well. Now it's well. Francis heading it on for Bowles. Again, just look at the red shirts that are back there. But Francis Knight get behind them now. Platt was out very bravely indeed. He didn't know where it was, and in the end he did. A lovely ball that put Francis through again from Stan Bowles. Givens, beautifully timed leap there, beating Bowles. Bowles now to Thomas. This must be it. No, it's not, because it was beautifully played away by John Hickton, number 2. A fullback who came, well, he's known as a striker at Middlesbrough. He began his career as a fullback, though, at Sheffield Wednesday, and when it seemed that Thomas was really there on the point of scoring, he saved superbly for Middlesbrough. Stan Bowles has been behind the kickers, organising that Rangers wall. Saunis with a shot right through there, and it's there by Bosma. Well, that really is a shaker for QPR. As Saunis took that tremendous free kick through the wall, Parks went down, couldn't hold it, saw it at the very last moment, and Bosma was there to snap it up and score his first goal for Middlesbrough. Clement. Now Francis. Clement again. Down he goes, penalty. Middlesbrough don't like it, but you can be sure Jack Taylor won't be moved as Clement went flying there. The referee had no hesitation in pointing to the spot. So a skipper's responsibility for Jerry Francis against Jim Platt. And he's got it. 1-1. Francis puffs out his cheeks because he knows that wasn't the best penalty he'll ever take, and in fact it went under Jim Platt's body as Jerry Francis took it. Platt dived to his left, but it went under his body into the back of the net. Now Hollins. There's people like Hollins and Gillard and Clement who've got to come forward, otherwise they're always going to be outnumbered. But here's Givens. Yes! Well, Givens worked his way in across that penalty area, the right foot, and there was a slight deflection on the way, taking it even wider past Platt and just inside the far post. Webb played for Gillard. Oh, a nice dummy there by Givens, on for Bowles. Bowles has gone through to the middle as well, and he almost got there, and he might still get there. Francis hammering it in, that's number 3.
Superb break by Bowles and Gibbons, and when Gibbons looped it in, it looked as though Bowles might have a chance, and then it looked as though he lost it. Platt managed to block it, but it only came to Jerry Francis, and he whacked it into the back of the net. 3-1. And now Bowles. Look at that ball played there for Thomas. Here's a great chance now for Thomas. Oh, and a marvellous save. But Thomas is still there with a chance. But nobody up to support him, so he has to go on his own. And Platt saves the second time. Marvellous run there by Dave Thomas. And a really excellent save in the first place from Jim Platt. Masson. Bowles. Still Bowles. Will this be the fourth? Yes! Stanley Bowles. They're running riot now, Rangers. Carving them up. Easy, easy, roar the crowd as they're on their feet everywhere. As Bowles took that ball beautifully, snaked his way through, right foot shot just inside the post. Queen's Park Rangers 4, Middlesbrough 1. Dave Sexton, an advocate of good attacking football, must be pleased with the way Rangers have played in this second half. And now a chance maybe for them to break out and attack again. Here's Gibbons. Here's Thomas. They really are going for this Middlesbrough defence in this second half, but Souness stopped them then. And Webb, who to my mind has probably been Rangers' best player on this afternoon. Webb absolutely magnificent, again doing a good defender's job there. But Armstrong dinking that one in. Oh, and it's there by Bryan. Well, that stuns everybody, and in fact I think half the crowd don't even realise it was a goal. But as it came in there was just a moment of hesitation, and Bryan whacked it into the roof of the net to score the second goal for Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough 4, or rather, Queen's Park Rangers 4, Middlesbrough 2.
And it leaves Rangers now with 2 at home and 1 away still to be played. They'll never have a better chance of taking the title. And indeed, if they win all 3, they simply can't be caught. And their brilliant attacking football in the second half yesterday was true championship football.
And defeats for United and Derby, plus Liverpool drawing 0-0 with Aston Villa, meant we had opened up a points gap at the top of the table. And even if United and Derby won their games in hand, QPR would have the title in their own hands. It was simple. Win the last 3 games and QPR would be champions of England.